My name is Catalina Stoof. I'm a researcher at Wageningen University in the Netherlands. And I'm chairing this afternoon session with Eduard Plana, who works for the Forest Science Center here in Catalonia. We will try to keep the session in the 15 minutes blocks so that people are able to move between sessions as they wish. And our first speaker is José Luis Duce, and he's a fire student. And he's going to talk about cultural and community-based burns. The floor is yours.
Okay. Bona tarda, selamat siang. Buenas tardes, good afternoon. I'm going to be talking in English. My name is José Luis Duce from Spain. And I'm very happy that I can see a lot of people in yellow and in green because what I'm going to be talking about is something that really is about you. Voy a estar hablando de cosas que se relacionan directamente con la gente de verde y la gente de amarillo. Bien, so the presentation is Klamath River Tracts, cultural and community-based burn example. And it's a way to do some land management, fire management. Okay. Well, you can see some pictures there. We are having more and more frequently different plaques with, from different origins in different latitudes of the world. More and more our forests are overcrowded and very dense. Sometimes we don't know what to do with them. Lately, it's not that lately, but the problem of urban interface is growing. And also the rural abandonment is increasing, and also the population who are in our villages are getting older and older. And all this situation, and also the resources we have, and we wonder ourselves is if those resources are really ready, if we are ready to fight fires in a different way, in a different new environment, fire environment. We also are facing climate change, some economical problems. The culture of the people who are going to the rural areas, to the forests, are changing too. And also the way we manage fires we think that it's increasing the forest management situation. I don't know if it's a problem, I think it's a problem. So, and having in mind that situation, we ask ourselves if we can afford the same approach, if we can do the same things. So, perfect, thank you very much. So, we have different approaches to this situation. We have silviculture treatments, different ones. Lately, the biomass solution is helping. The different kind of land management, more fire-wise, fire protection-wise, is also increasing. There are more and more examples of people, landowners, councils getting together to find solutions, as well as programs like the FireWise or the Fire Adapted Communities Network. And also, the way we face fires, we fight fires is changing. And now we are tending to manage fires more than fight fires. So you can see some pictures here. So most of those approaches have to do with people, with society. And there is a term that is not mine, is from somebody else. The first time that I heard one person talking about this was Marc Castelnau. He was talking about fire socialization. And to me, fire socialization is give the responsibility to all affected parts to try in one way or another, find solutions and work together towards healthier forests, balanced ecosystems, and safer professionals. This idea is not new, and it's all around the world, even here in Spain, here in Catalonia. You have had this here in the Basque Country, in Castilla. So this is not a new idea. It's very simple. It's just put people together to improve their own environment, their own land. I'm going to talk about one of those examples, is the Klamath River Tracts. The Klamath River Tracts it's an event, it's an incident we organized. We get people together to learn and to burn. And somebody will talk more about this kind of events. You're going to have 3 more very interesting talks about this, about the Tracts program. So this is just an example. It's in the northern California area and southern Oregon area. We have some fire-sensible species and also some fire-adapted species. But we also have some fire-need species, fire-dependent species. Those are the three examples: hazel, bare grass, and also willow, different species of willow, different kinds of willows. Although we could discuss if they are if they need fire or not. So in that area, the fire has been always present in a period of 5 to 10 years, whether if it is natural or man-caused fire. But there's a regime, I would say, regime of 5 to 10 years. Local tribes have been using fire, especially these three local tribes, Jurok, Karuk, and Hupa. And also there has been a fire suppression policy, very strong fire suppression policy, as you can see some pictures there, that made people not really like some federal and state policies. The consequence of that is clear fuel accumulation, with the consequence of unhealthy forest and finally bad, mega devastating fires, with a big impact to different species of animal and plants, to culture, a culture that has been there for ages, and also impact on economy. Okay, these are just two examples of the last 3 years, 2004 and this last September, the Gap fire, affecting watersheds, affecting economies, affecting plants, and affecting lately people. Okay, so the Klamath River Prescribed Fire Training Exchange, what is that? It's just a group of people, local people, and some institutions getting together, finding some solutions to have better forests, healthier forests, and a better ecosystem. Okay? Try to prevent or try to use fire in the best way. Okay? And those are some of the institutions, from local institutions, state, federal institutions, and also some private companies, and also non-profit. And you have there the examples. Led by the local Mid-Klamath Watershed Council, and also the Fire Learning Network that depends on the Nature Conservancy, a non-profit in the States. Most of you know about that. When this started in 2012, when a group of, how can we call them, crazy Spaniards guys, they went there to help, to plan, to prepare, and to implement some burns. And these are some pictures of there. We had an incredible tour, ecological tour, with some of the best biologists of the area, ecologists of the area. And we were preparing also a unit. We were working for private landowners, as you can see in those pictures. And take a look. We also did a night burn. Illegal? No, legal. No, it was legal. It was legal. So, and this is, take a look at this picture, because maybe it sounds familiar with this other one. You see? It's exactly the same location. We were doing this unit and burning in October, and the following year, the federal hotshot crew, one of the hotshot crews there, they used what we did to protect a community. So everybody was very happy. That's why everybody are very happy with Spaniards in that area. So what we have done, and you have here some numbers, okay? But is it really just the numbers? Well, we can talk about the number of acres. We have been burning in that area for 5 years with a lot of acres, some years less, with a lot of people implied. We organized that like an incident. A lot of people from different agencies go there. So, but it's just numbers. We think that it's not just numbers, okay? Because we think that what we have done is protect and make more fire-adapted, more resilient communities. We promote the culture, an ancient culture, and also the traditions that have been helping in their lives for ages. We unite agencies and people and policies also, and we improve ecosystems. You have here an example of 8 people from different 8 agencies working together, from local people to international people, okay? And also we touch the future, we touch children, we take children to our burns so they can learn. And even in very critical conditions, as you can see in the picture there. So And we help, like I said, we help to protect, to promote culture, to promote traditions. What we have also done is we have trained people from private individual to long-time professional firefighters, and we put them all together from different positions. We did some scientific and social research. We burn together and learn together. We promote a safety culture, and we promote definitely good fire. Our conclusions is that actual and current land and fire management strategies and policies, they seem not to be working really well, and we think that they are not really adapted to a changing situation and environment we are having. We need other actions and approaches, and we have the responsibility to give solutions and other approaches. We need people take responsibility and socialize the fire. It's another way, and we think that is the future way in small projects. I was showing the Klamath River as one example of that kind of approach, the social approach, the base community, and the cultural burning approach as a solution to an imminent changing reality. Thank you very much for your time, and I hope you got interested. If you have any question, or if you want to ask further questions, you have there the address. And I hope you enjoy, and I hope you have a great rest of the conferences. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, José Luis. Are there any questions? Yeah, they're in the back. Is there a microphone around here somewhere? Or maybe you could speak up loudly. Can you say your name and where you're from?
For the translation, should be a microphone.
Oh.
For the translator.
The question, I think, is in what way do you integrate local practices into your project?
Yes.
Local practitioners, you said?
Okay, in what way did you integrate local practices that existed before into this project?
What existed before?
Yes, like I think you mentioned traditional burning practices.
Yeah, well, it would take very long to explain that, but basically, first of all, we respect what we go there to learn from them. They know what they have been doing, but the only thing is that they don't have the official structure to do it. Like, for example, in Spain, they have been burning for ages, but they don't have the permission. For example, in there, they have been burning in the Klamath River. They have been using fire for ages. So we invite them, not only invite them, but we learn from them, and also we train their own firefighters. So, and also there's a lot of research and studies from local traditions. Also we invite, and they are part of they are members of the Tracts, biologists, ecologists of the area. Frank Lake, for example, he's an outstanding professor of Humboldt University, and some others. But also the most important is the local people who really know when to do fire and how to do fire, and we learn from them. We invite them, like I said, we go there to learn from them. I don't know if that answered your questions. No, I think it's great.
Before we do much more discussion, is the second speaker here, Vicente Man? Okay, great. Then we have time for one more quick question and answer.
Mi pregunta es si no te ha resultado mucho más complejo ahora hacer esto en Indonesia, que el tema es muy nuevo, que no hay esa cultura del fuego, sino una distorsión total del paisaje.
Bueno, muchas gracias por la pregunta. Ahora mismo estoy trabajando en Indonesia, donde el fuego ha sido usado durante muchísimo tiempo también, pero las instituciones De momento es como en Estados Unidos en los años 40 o incluso no sé cuándo, o en España. No está prohibido el uso del fuego por las empresas y por el gobierno, pero no se usa. No se quiere hablar, es un tema tabú, por lo tanto no es que haya sido difícil, es que está siendo imposible. Y aparte de eso, no conocemos, no tenemos los conocimientos. Había por aquí personas que están trabajando ahí en Kalimantan Central, en las zonas de turberas, y no tenemos los conocimientos suficientes en cómo se comporta y sobre todo los efectos del suelo, igual especialistas en el suelo sabéis más, en suelo de turbera. Está siendo no difícil, sino prácticamente imposible. No tenemos los recursos, no tenemos los conocimientos y luego es un tema tabú. Muchas gracias.
All right, thank you.
Gracias.